Right, it's my turn now. Mine might be a wee bit longer, it's about 8 pages about donal. Right, first of all, I have to obviously say that the bride, the bridesmaids, and the mammies are looking beautiful today. And of course, Alan Treadwell. Right, it's my time to talk about newlyweds. So when Donal asked me to be best man, I had mixed emotions. I was proud, obviously, because you asked me. It's a proud moment of my life, but I was also bewildered that you give me a microphone to speak in front of your family and friends and work colleagues. But I promised him that I'd keep it clean. I didn't really care what Donal thought. I was more scared of Amanda. I've seen Amanda getting wicked, and God help you. So I'm going to start off where it all began with me and Donal. It began in the Marist, in our secondary school. I can describe our initial friendship, what would you say, a love-hate relationship? Volatile, yes. Love-hate. So I loved to annoy Donal and he just fucking hated me. But as they say, hate is the first sign of love, and eventually love with me. Not in that same way, I mean friendship. I think our friendship properly started, it would have been 6th year when we were puppy cycling children biology class. Donal was apprehensive, he was annoyed, he thought it'd be a year of I'd be annoyed with being a farmer and loving sheep. And he was correct, it was that. But a friendship built from there, didn't it? It did, yes. So after 6th year, Donal was accepted to go to the Dog College, and I was meant to go to Newry College, but luck would have it for Donal, I decided the last second to change. Follow him and Alan. So the decision was I'd go to the Dog College, and the next 4 years would be, what would describe, very eventful. Treacherous, that's the word, yeah. So when Donal and Alan went to college, we would describe us as extremely young, innocent, inexperienced with the ladies, immature as well. So we were basically thrown into a world of drink, partying and women, which we weren't used to at all. So I probably remember our first night out in the college disco, which you only describe as we were basically like 3 dogs let out of their kennel when they were in heat. Now, we may be mad after the women, but I'd say our skills at wooing the ladies weren't exactly tip-top, were they? No, they definitely weren't. We each had our own idea of what the ladies liked. Me and Alan would try to improve our dancing skills, and we'd talk up beside a lady and give a couple of moves, you know, no, that wasn't the way. But I have to say, the one man with the most confidence was our Donal. He had no problem going up to women. But the only problem with Donal was he had this, how would I describe it, sexual energy that he didn't know how to sort of channel or sort of be slick with the ladies. So well, instead of going up to a woman, having a bit of a dance, maybe offering her a drink, and you know, seeing where things go. No, hurry up. Would spot his partner, typo, and would walk up to her, and he'd go straight for the kiss. What do you know? You just grab that woman. I think if any of you watched that program, the Big Fat Gypsy Wedding, Donal invented grabbing. Come here, you, for a shift. That's the way you go on, you know. But thankfully our skills have got a little bit better with the ladies. Donal's got Amanda, and Alan now has Darren. They're married and expecting their first child. Congratulations. And you may wonder about myself, but I realise I'm too good for one woman. So I like to branch out. Thank you. I didn't write that down for that part. I was like, oh. Now, I'd say probably the best year for me and Donal had to be 2004, 2005. This is when we decided to move away from our mammies and move into a house together with Colin Curtis. It's a student house. This year would have been, we've seen as a lot of partying, there was a lot of pranks, and there was a lot of arguments. Anger issues. So remember, I'll tell you one prank we did. It's, I told you I was going to say it. I remember we were getting ready for a night out and I went back upstairs to get some aftershave at Donal's room. So I mean, getting the aftershave. I wouldn't buy my own, but cheap person. I'll keep it a person. So I went into Donal's room and I was getting the aftershave on and I noticed a pair of handcuffs. Okay? But no, I reckon, where's Ray Coburn? He's here somewhere, isn't he? Where's Ray probably. Donal was bouncing for Ray at the time, so I reckon Ray must have given you handcuffs for when you're doing bouncing. I've never seen you taking them with you, but yeah, he probably did. So what I decided to do was I hooked all Donal's trousers and shirts and jeans around the handcuffs and I handcuffed him to the light in his room. So, you know, I thought it was funny. So we all went out, me, Donal, Amanda and all the friends went out and we had a good night out at the college ball and we came back and we were drinking downstairs when Amanda decided she was tired. Then it dawned on me, oh shit, yeah, I just, sugar. His clothes are hanging upstairs. So I went upstairs and the words come down, Donal, I think you better come up here now. I was like, oh shit. So Donal went up to investigate. At this stage, me and Adam Matthews had quite quickly left the house. And I'm telling you, you may look at him and think he's not quick, but when he's angry, that man can move like. 3 guys run down through Glenwood, you chasing us down. But I have to say, Donal, you know, your anger goes away very quickly, doesn't it? Which was a good thing for that year. Because a lot of things happened. Yeah, but you enjoyed it. Right. As I said, the year in the student house is meant to be the year of the 3 bachelors. Wasn't it me, you and Colin Curtis? We got the house laid out and we robbed all the sofas from the college and we had it laid out for the ladies. But a certain lady at this table was going to scupper them plans. You. Shall we? Yeah, Lisa. But we wouldn't have wished it any other way because I've been seeing Donal now. He's never been so happy since he met Amanda. Haven't you not? No. No, okay. Okay, so where am I now? I lost myself. I lost my train. Thanks, Alan. So, as I said, unfortunately I wasn't there on the night that the lovebirds met. Donal was working that night, weren't you? So what I've done was I've asked both of them to put emails together and explain how they met each other. So I'll start with you, Amanda, the truth. So how you and Donal met. So this is Amanda's version. So it was 18 September 2004. I went to my cousin's 20th anniversary in Barleycorn. Little did I know I was going to meet the stud that is Donal McLean. When I arrived there was no bouncer. Oh, did you not know? There was no bouncers on the door. So I was quite surprised and I turned around to see this strange person standing at the door, which was Donal. Then I realised he was the doorman for the evening. And I was a tad worried because he might clock on Mary, Louise, Anna, etc., trying to sneak in fat frogs into the party under the table in a 2-litre Coke bottle. Classy women. So I paid no attention to him because I was too busy doing the cha-cha. What's the cha-cha slide? The cha-cha slide on dance? Show us. So she followed that with the Macarena and Saturday Night. Jesus Christ. Amanda found herself leading the dance floor, and when she looked over, Donal was having a good right-out laugh, and I thought, this is what Amanda said, this is what I'm saying. I thought to myself, what a prick. No, but then she says, no, he seems okay. Jesus. It turned out that you my cousin Philip, so I casually slid over beside him and said, so you're the cute doorman, and left it at that. Next thing I knew, my family had abandoned me, and I got home in a taxi. So when Donal asked me how I was getting home, I told him, you're taking me home. So we went back to his house in Langfield. It's getting a bit dirty. I spent the rest of the night talking. When he left me home, he asked for my number, but didn't have his phone, because he's stupid. So I wrote it on the central road map he had in his car. However, not trustingly remember, I texted him the number anyway. We went out on the first date on October the 2nd, so how do you remember these dates? I'd only managed to make it home for a night out in the George in Dublin, have a quick change when I arrived at the door. Needless to say, I was dying of a hangover, but I preserved donal anyway. It doesn't say like that. He also came bearing a gift, a sign that was stolen from the college shop. You're so romantic. I didn't steal that. You're so romantic. I did steal it. Any noodles, whatever that means. We went to the dogs. There was a dog runner called Mandy's Lady. It was a long shot at 31, but the side was fit and had put a wee bet on it, and it won. We ended up in Tamber that night, and Donal said he was going to the bar to get me a surprise. God love him when he was carrying back 2 pint glasses of fat frog. I had to tell him I don't like them, but at some point he looked very confused. He thought I was partaking in the devil nectar the night before in the Barleycorn. The rest of the day is history, although I'd have to say it was touch and go. I edited the next bit. It was disgusting. The night before I met Donal, I was in Ridley's and met this fabulous Portuguese guy called Alexander, who ended up... Alexander. And me and Alan have been searching for a while for Alexander. We found him on Facebook and here he is now. I'm only joking. But she says she made the right decision. As Alexander didn't have a job. Right, so next is Donal's version, which like Amanda's is half a page, his is, I don't know how long his was. I asked for an email, not a So I edited this because it was too long and it was like a squashed down version of that. What's that book called? 50 Shades of Grey, isn't that? This chap's disgusting. So he went on to say the same thing. It's September 2004, the 18th to be exact. Hey, I just finished college and moved into the bachelor pad with yourself and Colin Curtis. We had the bachelor pad all set up and we were waiting for the ladies to roll by on our first night in the pad. And I received a call from typically Ray Coburn. You're getting an awful lot of shit Ray here today. Who I bounced for. It was the usual, you cover me shift at the Barleycorn. So little did I know Ray's usual annoying phone call would change my life forever. You don't remember writing this, do you? I changed it just a bit, it was disgusting. So agreed to work and I pulled up at the Barleycorn. It was the 21st that night. I did my usual procedure, checking out the talent. It does see it there, no? While taking naggins of vodka to take back to the house to the boys, and taking fat frogs off young ones. As the night went on, I was in my usual spot, leaning against the walls with the arms crossed, looking cool. That means. When suddenly across the room I spotted Amanda. It was like something out of a movie. The lights suddenly dimmed. There was just one light above Amanda's head. Will you be quiet for a second? No, he's got reasoning here. Later I would learn that the DJ accidentally switched some of the lights off and it just happened it was above Amanda's head. This is true. I could see her eyeing me up all night, which was usual for me with the women. But as usual I played it cool, hence my nickname in college, the Iceman. Do you remember being called that, Alan? No, don't really remember that. It was coming to the end of the night when I met my friend Philip McFall, who was engaged to Amanda's cousin. Next thing I knew, Amanda showed up beside us and dropped a cheesy line, "So you're the cute doorman." She then walked off. Once again, the Iceman played it cool, but inside I was as excited as a young girl at a Justin Bieber concert. Something wrong with this film. As I cleared the bar out at the end of the night, I noticed Amanda was still there. I walked over, putting on my coolest walk and said, "Yo, what's happening, girl? Have you got a taxi?" She then informed me I was driving her home. I thought to myself, oh yeah, the Iceman scores again. But then I would quickly realise it would be, oh no, because Amanda's a respectable lady, Donal, as you learned, as you know, thanks. So, I took Amanda to her house, and the fear of God ran through me when I entered, hoping that Feeble and Curtis had drunk themselves into unconsciousness, and luckily enough they had. Me and Amanda sat on the couch talking about life, likes, dislikes. I showed her my collection of Richie Kavanagh albums. She laughed, but I could see she was impressed. I mentioned about doing a CV up for my job application. She agreed to help me. It was getting late, so Amanda ordered me to take her home. And little did I know that would be the story of our relationship to this day. I dropped her home to her house, I got a little kiss off her, and gave her my number, not expecting a text off. I raced home, jumped out of my car, up the stairs, waking feeble to tell him about my new lady. I was like a child on Christmas Day, waking their parents. I checked my phone later, and there it was, text from Amanda. Later that week I called over to help her, and she helped me with my CV, and we agreed to go on a first date. I took her to the dogs, and of course we were late and missed the first race because I was doing my GTL. What's that mean? So I'm reading it, what it means. It means Donal went to the gym, done his tan and his laundry. That night was lucky night for Amanda. She saw a dog called Mandy's Lady, which came in at 33-1. That night was a lucky night for her, but since then, every day has been a lucky day for me. And today I married the love of my life. You're a sweetie. No, but no seriousness, we're so happy you're doing it, Amanda. I'm proud to be best man. Me and Donal were chatting last night, weren't we? Me and Trent Box over a couple of Heinekens. Talking about Amanda and reminiscing about old times. Donal was talking about how it's his responsibility to take over from Dick now as your as guardian of Amanda, and you better keep her safe. I'm warning you. Welcome back. So we were talking last night, and Donal was telling me from day one that he met Amanda, it was clear that Amanda loved Dick. And shortly after, Donal said he became very fond of Dick as well, because he's a great father and a great father-in-law. You think I was being dirty? I wasn't being dirty there. See, all you thought it was from something else. Dicko, it's time to hand over Amanda to Donal. Are you okay with that, yeah? Dicko can't wait for this day. He was telling me when we were in the nightclub with the stag, Dicko was telling me. But honestly, you can be confident Donal will love Amanda and Shannon and supply them with everything they need in life. Donal, I honestly hope that he's a happy life together and a happy honeymoon. But I'm not sure, where are they going on honeymoon? I think it's County Down, because I heard him at the back saying he's going, after the wedding he's going to bang her. Bang her? Oh, sorry. I'll move on. No, honestly, but I'm going to finish my speech with a poem that I wrote for Donal and Amanda. This is all clean, don't worry. Donal and Amanda, today is the biggest day of your life. Amanda, you finally married this country stud, and Donal, you got a sexy wife. Now, many wondered if this day would ever come to be, but I had faith that this country charmer would marry the townie. It all started in the barley corn. This sexy doorman caught Amanda's eye. It was his cuddly wee sexy cheek she could not resist, although she did try. Now, Donal has dated a few women in his in his past, but his love for Amanda runs deep. Sure, he even loves Amanda more than his favourite pet sheep. I want to wish you all the best and hope your future is bright. A little marriage secret from the Phoebster, Donal. The wife is always right. So everyone, raise your glasses for Mr. and Mrs. McLean. I hope that the future together brings everything you dream. To Amanda and Donal. Yeah!